What's going on, you guys? It's your huggable hipster here, and welcome to my top 11 favorite games of 2021. I'm adding in a bonus because I've had way too many favorites to even just count this year. So I'm throwing in an extra one at the end as a little bonus game that was just my ultimate favorite of the year. Now, not all of these games were made in 2021. A lot of them were made years ago. A lot of them were made just last year, but a lot of them I played for the first time this year, which is why they go into my favorites. Coming in at number 10 is Cozy Grove. Cozy Grove is a Switch game. It's also a PC game. I believe they also have it for Xbox Series X and PS4 and PS5. You're basically a little forest trooper. Yes, I know that's probably not the right word to use, but I'm gonna work with it anyway. And you are cleansing the islands in the forest of ghosts, and it's so aesthetically pleasing to look at. It's such a cute game. I absolutely love it so much. Coming in at number 9 is Little Nightmares 2, which was absolutely incredible. If you guys have not seen my playthrough of that yet, please go and check that out. It is absolutely such an incredible game. The philosophy, the psychology of the characters Six and Mono, absolutely stunning. Coming in at number 8 is Resident Evil Village, which was a highly anticipated title for me. I have to say, out of all of the games this year that was the most anticipated, it had to be Resident Evil 8. It was really going back to survival horror when I think about it, because especially in that one section where you have the dolls and all, you're just in Beneviento's house, that section is just pure horror, pure Resident Evil, pure love, just pure everything. I love the game Resident Evil 8 so much, so that's why it's in my list. You guys know I'm a fangirl of Resident Evil in general, but this game really takes the cake as really going back to the horror roots, especially with the notes and the atmosphere. It's just amazing. Coming in at number 7 is The Medium. This had to be the most, I think, pivotal game of the year for my channel, because it was when I really let loose emotionally. And that sounds, now that I think about it, that sounds kind of weird, but this game really did say, hold my beer. There's so much to the story, and it proved that you don't need a gun or action, you know, as far as, you know, really action, like fast-paced moving sequences in a game in order to have something meaningful. Like, you don't need to have, you know, a lot of Last of Us type mechanics in order to have an impactful message, and The Medium really showcases that you can have an enjoyable game that has some fast-paced sequences in terms of like running away from the bad guy, and some slower paced sequences and some puzzles. You really, like, all those things just intertwined into one thing, and it made The Medium, and it really brought back survival horror that was from Silent Hill, that was from early days of like Resident Evil type stuff. It was really, really cool, really well done. Absolutely hands down one of my favorite games I've ever played. Also, The Medium really knew how to build anticipation. When you look at that game and you look at the story and you look at the flow, particularly of everything, it knew how to build the anticipation to a level of where you really didn't know what was going to happen next. Coming in at number 6 is Ender Lilies. Now, this is a game I have yet to finish, but I'm going in further and further and deeper into the game. I know you guys are going to come at me for not finishing a game and putting it on this damn list, but still, I haven't finished the game yet. I think I'm almost done. I had a time with that game. I'll explain to you guys at some other point, but I had just a time with that game last night. Oh my gosh. It had to do with the Switch needing to have the game backed up. I backed up the game, and all of my saves, everything just disappeared. So it was fun, you know, we had a time. But Ender Lilies is a Metroidvania style game, absolutely wonderful. The graphics, the aesthetic, the story, everything about it, absolutely love it so much. I'm actually going to be playing that on stream tonight, so if you guys want to stop by, the link will be down in the description below. I'll have more of an in-depth analysis of the game when it comes time for the review, but yeah, you guys definitely check out Ender Lilies. It's really, really good. It's really a fun time. And coming in at number 5 is The Last of Us Part 2. Love this game. Loved it. Just finished it. Absolutely love it, as you guys know, because the last episode went out today, but absolutely love it. It's become one of my favorite games in terms of, you know, sound design, just the way that it was crafted story-wise. Everything about this game is incredible and absolutely phenomenal. Don't even get me started on the voice acting. The voice acting for this game is some of the most intense, besides God of War, I have ever seen. Or I should say, heard. And coming in at number 4 is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This game made me proper emotional, and I think the first time a gameplay got over 1,000 views, Like in the last episode that I did, I think it got over 1,100 views or something ginormous like that. Like it was absolutely incredible to see that kind of views on a gameplay, which I'm now experiencing again with The Last of Us Part 2. So thank you guys for giving it not only the watch time, but enjoying the playthrough. And even though it's long, still like sticking through with the videos that I create. Like it's just, it blows my mind. But anyway, like seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, again, Metroidvania style game, side scroller, absolutely incredible story, graphics, texturization of different things that are happening within the game, like the waterfalls, all of that. It's so well done, so well crafted. The story is absolutely beautiful. Grab the tissues because you're gonna need them. Coming in at number 3, Dark Souls. Dark Souls was a revolutionary point for me, I think, in my gaming career, gaming history, gaming life. It was a game where I was truly tested. I'd never played a difficult game like Dark Souls before, of where you have just one set difficulty and that's that. Good luck. Caps off. You need to go in with all of the luck. It was really interesting too, because a lot of people were telling me, you know, if you want to stop, it's okay. Dark Souls isn't for everybody. That just made me want to push on further and finish it, to be quite honest. It was very well done. Again, the story, absolutely wonderful. It is a little bit of an older game, but it's something that I truly cherish. And actually, Dark Souls 2 is the next game that we're going to be playing. Even though it wasn't directed by Miyazaki, I'm really curious to see how the story, how everything kind of shifted since he wasn't the one directing it. So really excited to see that. Coming in on my list at number 2 is Bloodborne. Now this was the first PlayStation title I ever played. So this has a special place in my heart for all eternity. Bloodborne, not only being very Lovecraftian, which I love Lovecraft. You can't do any harm or wrong with Lovecraft. Being very Lovecraftian, very good with its story, just had visuals and mechanisms and mechanics that it was very not only easy to learn, but it was very smooth. It complemented the gameplay very effortlessly. I love Bloodborne, hands down one of my favorite games. I'm actually trying to level up right now so I can do the DLC, because I need to beat Orphan of Kos. I need to do this, and the DLC is a must. I don't care what anybody says, the DLC is an absolute must. And coming in at number 1 is Hades. Love this game so much, absolutely love it. Hades is a treasure. It was again the first time that I actually experienced a top-down game of where, much like I think Returnal, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I think Returnal is one of where you have to beat the game all in one go. Hades, exactly like that, of where you start off and you power up and you get more strength. You're supposed to die in this game. Like, there is no beating around the bush. You are not going to make it in your first playthrough all the way to the end, unless you are like a genie or a banshee or something of that nature. You are not gonna make it. I think I made it on like my 40th try. I'm not gonna lie, I took a lot of time with this game. It was really well done. It's something of where the dialogue, oh my god, the Greek history that they put in there with the pomegranate and everything. I explained it in my review, but this game, absolutely phenomenal. And coming in as my bonus game that I wanted to add, because I couldn't not put this into a list, is Cyberpunk 2077. I'm so in love with this game. I love it. You know you're in love with a game when you have it on PS4, Xbox Series X, and PC. Such an amazing game. The philosophy and psychology within Cyberpunk 2077, so good. The driving still sucks. Don't get me wrong. The driving still sucks in this game. But with that being pushed aside, very far aside, one of the best games ever created by CD Projekt Red. Absolutely incredible. You guys are probably saying, why did you put this game or this game or this game? There were some games that I didn't put in this list because I just don't have time to do a top 20, probably down the road at some point. But there are games I didn't mention, like Doom or The Witcher, like those games. Like, I absolutely love those games as well. But there were just certain games that took my heart this year, and this list, this is my top 10. But if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below, because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And I also do videos every Sunday on my other channel called Casually Ariel. But you guys, stay casually nerdy. Happy end of the year. Have fun tonight. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And don't enter into a car where others are drinking and driving. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'll see you in the new year. Bye, you guys.